I'm here at the Finale Fitness Club in New Orleans, owned by entrepreneur Wardell Bourgeois, who also owns a Smoothie King franchise as well as a mortgage company. We also joined by Kevin Rodney, a real estate investor. And of course, we know after Hurricane Katrina, the real estate was pretty much wiped out in this city. Gentlemen, welcome to Washington Watch.
Thank you very much.
Before we get to what's happening now, 5 years later, let's go back to beforehand to get a sense of what business was like for African Americans, for you personally here in New Orleans. Wardell, I want to start with you. Give us a sense in terms of how were you progressing, how were you building your company, and all of a sudden Hurricane Katrina comes along.
Okay, it's interesting. The building that's in back of us, we had just opened and completed the construction of this building. We just moved the fitness center into the building. One side was going to be the fitness center, the other side was going to be an office building, and the fitness center was growing so well that we decided not to lease out the office side. We were going to knock the wall out and expand the fitness center, and then the Katrina hit. Now this all happened, we grew to build this building in April. We moved into this building April 05, and then the Katrina hit in August.
Now, Kevin, you were very much involved in real estate, going well. Then all of a sudden, hurricane hits, your business wipes out.
Right, business was booming at that time. Everybody was busy in the real estate industry. Houses were selling, home inspectors were working, agents were selling houses, appraisers were appraising. I had several investment properties that were rented, and business was doing good. Katrina came and wiped out all of my business.
And Wardell, to give us a sense, this building right here, this was supposed to be a mortgage company?
Yeah,
a real estate company?
Yeah, they were in the process of building that building, and it was about probably 90% complete before the hurricane hit, and then they never finished the building.
And obviously, haven't finished the building, they haven't moved in, and so what does this kind of site, though, mean for other businesses? And that is, here you're trying to revitalize business, here you're trying to build it back up, but not only do you have vacant homes, but you have vacant buildings where people wanted to start something, but all of a sudden, they chose not to.
In my personal neighborhood, there are houses coming back very slow, vacancies around, and it does affect, in where my mortgage company is, there are a lot of vacancies as well. And so it kind of hinders the process from the standpoint of who wants to do business where there's potential, because it has the air of breathing crime and so forth. And so who wants to do business in an area where it's spotty, so to speak?
Obviously, so many things change, and that is, people leaving, folks going to all cities across the country, Atlanta, Houston, Baton Rouge, you name it. And so I want to go to you first and then Wardell. How do you have to make that shift? Because obviously everything changed. And so talk about the shift that you had to make as a business owner from pre-Katrina New Orleans to post-Katrina.
Well, as a business owner, I lost all of my business, so there was no income, okay? So fortunately...
So in essence, you're starting from scratch.
I'm starting from scratch. I mean, I'm starting from 2 pairs of shorts, a couple of pairs of underwear, some socks, and a T-shirt. That's about it, and my truck, okay? So basically, I'm just trying to really get all of the funds that I did have in the bank together and try to figure out how to use them, because there was no manual on how to survive after a major disaster, especially one like Hurricane Katrina.
Wardell, same way. What kind of transition did you have to make from the business you were operating before the hurricane to after to today?
Yeah, I say within these last 5 years, my business intellect or IQ has gone 20 years ahead of schedule, because we had to really get creative to make things work. My Smoothie King was on Bullard Avenue, which is a couple exits from here. The fitness center, we had to kind of revitalize and put together. Ultimately, we brought the Smoothie King into this building and combined the two. The mortgage company, I had 3 times the number of employees then. So the mortgage company, when I purchased the building, it was 2 office spaces that I knocked the wall out and occupied the entire building. Now we put the wall back, lease one side out, and occupy another half. That's different. I've been blessed to have a lot of wonderful people that I worked with pre-Katrina, that I still work with, that kind of hold everything together. But and then we just do twice the things we did before. You know, now I'm a realtor where I wasn't before, and we kind of pull it all together to actually make it work now. You know, as they say, the new New Orleans is right now you do whatever it takes to make it work.
Have the two of you ever said in the last 5 years, why am I still here? Why don't I simply just take my knowledge, my know-how, and take it to some other city and really try to put this whole thing together versus trying to make it happen here?
I've said that, Roland, and I thought about it. And I thought about moving to several other places other than New Orleans. But I'm born and raised here, and my father didn't raise any punks. We're Rodneys. I built this business from the ground up, and I got out here and I canvassed the real estate offices to get myself known, to have my name, Rodney's Expert Home and Building Inspection Services, synonymous with home inspection. And I think that I had a good foundation to work with after Katrina. Even though my business was destroyed, my name was still known by realtors. So I had a pretty decent start. You know,
so your position, you would rather be where you're well known versus trying to reestablish yourself somewhere where you have no history,
well,
no
sure,
ties, no
because
knowledge.
my business was doing well before Katrina, and I think that I can get it back.
Wardell?
Yeah, I'm vested. You know, it's really three businesses. My home is here, and I believe in the city, and I believe that if you work hard, it's going to happen. And you know, so far we've been blessed. It's working.
Okay. All right. What was the outcomes? Rodney, Wardell, we certainly appreciate it. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks a lot.